The Braves take on the Mets, 7:10 p.m. Eastern first pitch at Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. The Braves are minus $1.70 on the road, totals 8.5 runs. We're 2-0 in our last two Underdog tier package plays on patreon.com/Brock Page, and access to those plays costs just $4.99. We're also hitting at 75% in our last 19 extra daily pick tier package plays on that website as well. Access to those premium plays costs just $2.99. For more information on how you can access this exclusive premium sports betting content, link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/Brock Page. We got Max Fried on the bump for Atlanta, Steven Matz for New York. Matz is a winless 0-4 on the season, 8.63 ERA in 24 innings of work. The Mets have lost their last 5 straight where Steven makes the start. He also has a 1.50 whip in 2020. The Mets rank in the top 10 in the league in most hits allowed per contest, top 10 in most runs allowed at home. They're currently winning just 43% of their games at Citi Field, and they find themselves in second to last place in the NL East. The Mets are also winning just 25% of their ball games when catching plus money. They're taking on a Braves club who's won 5 out of their last 8 themselves, and they rank in the top 3 in the league in run production. They also have Max Fried on the bump here tonight, a perfect 6-0 on the season, 1.98 ERA. Max has a 1.06 whip, and he struck out 47 batters in just 50 innings of work. The Braves are in the top 3 in the league in hits on average per game. They're 71% when favored as well. Freddie Freeman leads this high-powered lineup in hits, batting average, RBI, and on-base percentage. Freddie's currently hitting .352, which is third in the majors. Freeman's also knocked in 46, which is tied for second in the league as well. In addition to his 36 free passes, Freddie Freeman currently has an on-base percentage of .465. Adam Duvall currently leads the roster in homers with 15 of them. He's currently in the top 5 in Major League Baseball in that category. The Braves are in first place in the NL East, and they find themselves 6 games ahead of the Mets in the standings. Now, total-wise, 5 out of Max Fried's last 7 starts actually got over the posted number. Atlanta also went 4-1 to the over in their last 5 games versus the National League. The Mets, on the other side, they went 4-1 to the over in their last 5 games in Flushing, Queens. Give me the Atlanta Braves minus 1.5 and the over 8.5 runs in that contest. Before we go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick timeout and welcome you to the video. Got some lines of personal leans out for Friday's MLB baseball action. Happy Friday to you. The weekend is finally here. Now, before we go ahead and dive into some more free content right here on YouTube, I just want to quickly remind you once again that we are hitting at 75% in our last 19 extra daily picks on patreon.com/Brock Page. That membership costs just $2.99. We're also 2-0 in our last couple of Underdog tier package plays on that site as well. For more information on how you can join in on the action, link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/Brock Page. And moving on, we're going to take a look at the Indians-Tigers, 7:10 p.m. Eastern start time. The Indians are minus 205, totals 8.5 runs. Zach Plesac for the Indians, Michael Fulmer for the Tigers. Now, Fulmer's winless on the season, and he has a 9.27 ERA in over 22 innings of work. He's walked 11 batters during that span and has a whip of 2.15. The Tigers have lost 7 out of their last 9, and they rank in the top 3 in the league in most strikeouts at the plate. They're currently just a half game ahead of the last place Royals in the AL Central, 7 games below 500, and winning just 45% of their ball games at home. The Tigers are also in the bottom 10 in scoring on average per game, top 3 in most runs allowed per contest as well. Now, the Detroit Tigers are winning just 37% of their ball games as the underdog. They're taking on an Indians club who has Zach Plesac on the mound for him tonight. 41 innings pitched, 2.20 ERA, .78 whip. Cleveland's won 3 out of their last 4 games where Plesac made the start. The Indians also cash in on the run line in nearly 60% of their road games. Francisco Lindor leads the club in hits right now. Franmil Reyes leads the team in batting average, and Jose Ramirez has hit 13 homers on the season and batted in 32. He ranks in the top 20 in the league in both of those categories. The Indians are winning nearly 63% of their ball games when laying the juice. When it comes to the scoring in this one, 5 out of Cleveland's last 7 contests got over the posted total. Good amount of overs for him recently. Now, 2 out of Plesac's last 3 starts also got over the line. Meanwhile, 75% of Michael Fulmer's starts this season for the Detroit Tigers got over the number himself. The Tigers are also 4-1 to the over in their last 5 head-to-head meetings with the Indians. Give me the Cleveland Indians -1.5 and the over 8.5 in that game. Next and final matchup for part 1 here. We're going to take a look at the Diamondbacks versus the Astros, 8:10 p.m. East. The Astros are -$1.60 at home, totals 8 runs. The D-backs are plus $1.40 for an upset win. Zach Gallen's on the mound for Arizona tonight. Zach Greinke for the Astros. Houston's winning 72% of their games at Minute Maid Park this season. They're in the top 3 in the league in fewest hits allowed per game. Zach Greinke struck out 53 batters in just over 57 innings pitched. He's officially 3-2 on the season with a 1.06 whip. The Astros have won 8 out of their last dozen hosting the Diamondbacks. And when it comes to this Astros lineup here, Carlos Correa leads the Stros in hits and batting average. George Springer's also hit 10 homers on the season and has an on-base percentage of .341. Kyle Tucker's batted in 39 thus far on the year, which ranks in the top 10 in the league in that category. Houston's winning nearly 66% of their games when favored. They're also giving up just 3.4 runs per contest in the friendly confines. They're taking on a last-place Diamondbacks club who has the 3rd fewest wins in the National League. Now, Arizona's currently 13 games below 500, and they have a win percentage of just .373. They've won just 8 out of 27 away from home this year, and they rank in the bottom 10 in scoring on average per game. Arizona's lost their last 3 straight where Gallen made the start. They dropped 5 out of their last 7 Gallen starts as well. Now, total-wise, Arizona saw nearly 64% of their road games stay under the posted total. Meanwhile, Houston, on the other side, saw 7 out of Greinke's last 9 starts stay under the line themselves. So with all that said and done, give me the Houston Astros winning this one outright and the under 8 runs in that contest. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on Patreon. If you guys decide to get a package here today, just keep in mind we'll bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. But most importantly, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube for part 1. Look out for part 2. That'll come out in a couple of hours here today on Friday. But once again, thank you for joining me here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, happy Friday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.